Okay, in yesterday's video, I talked about leaving my happy place of California, and I ended up in Kansas City, drove back to Minnesota. It felt like a failure. I remember putting my stuff back in my old room in my parents' basement, and it was so depressing because I had nothing to show for the last years, and I think in the world's eyes I was a complete failure. I was struggling with my health. I had fatigue and I had to rest a lot and really just try to take care of myself. I could not find work. I even tried the government's I went to the courthouse and used their computers to find work, and I applied, could not find, didn't hear back to get jobs. I even tried the Employment Resource Center and I didn't hear anything back. I tried for food stamps because I wanted to be independent. I didn't want to be reliant on my parents, and that fell through for certain regulations and reasons. And so I was totally humbled, and I felt like I was in the bottom of a pit with no way out, and I just said, okay, God, here we are, nothing I can do. But at the same time, I knew the last few years I had done what I needed to. I needed to take care of my soul. I needed to take care of my heart. My heart was thanking me. Thank you for going on this journey that you needed to. And I asked God, why are we here? And I felt like he said, I'm bringing you full circle. It's like he brought me back to the place I started. And I already worked through it all, through prayer time, quiet times on walks, just lots of processing, pondering. I worked through a lot of pain, forgiveness, and now I had to face my past head on. And it was about facing fears of being hurt again, fears of things being hard, and so much happened in that time. I ran into a friend that I had lost her friendship, and we went out for coffee, and it was like God closed that door and wrapped that sadness up. I had ran into a couple of teachers that I had and just had positive conversations. I remember, after a few months I was able to get work. I thought, why don't I ask the place I worked in high school if they need seasonal help? And they did. So a lot of the people remembered me, and it was a positive experience, and I loved it. But I had some really difficult encounters with my old boss, and he had retired, but one day he showed up and I saw him walking into the warehouse, and I thought, oh my goodness, I don't know what to say. And I thought, just be kind. Anyways, he walked up to me, gave me a hug, asked how I was doing, and it just completely blew me out of the water. God was just showing me his love all over again, and I didn't have to live in fear, and he was freeing me from pain of the past. And what else did he do on that time? He did so much in that time. Another video I want to share is something I had to walk through and I had to do for closure. Maybe I will share that tomorrow.